Hello, Kappa Delta. It's me, Kelsey, your pace chair, and I'm here with Madison today. We're in the Slane gym, and we're going to run through one of the leg workouts that I designed. It's the first one on the 6-day program. The idea of us filming these videos here is that you can also go to Slane yourself and you feel confident walking into the gym, knowing exactly what to do because you can just watch the video. So we're going to start off with some back squats, move into box squats, and a couple of other leg exercises, giving you tips, pointers along the way, best practices on form. Madison's definitely going to help with that as she is a trainer here at Slane. If you ever want to hit her up, definitely check her out. Bring some other sisters in here or friends in general. I promise you guys, weightlifting will not make you bulky. The people that look bulky did it on purpose. 60% is nutrition and 40% is how you train. But you do need to add weight to develop muscle and get that toned look that everybody wants. So without further ado, let's get to squatting. So starting out with a back squat, she has locked the bar with her back. Elbows are tucked and her shoulder blades are tight together. She's gonna take a big breath in, embrace her core. Really engage your core in this exercise. It helps with stability a lot. So that's a really important part that you want to focus on, is getting that depth to make sure the exercise is effective. So the main things here, you want to keep your back tight so that bar stays on. And then you want to breathe in, brace your core and keep it tight while you go to parallel. Basically, your thighs are parallel with the ground is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to start with 3 warm-up sets. Definitely start with the bar first. I promise you guys, you can do more weight than you think you can, even if you've never done this exercise. The bar weighs 45 pounds, so then you just have to kind of add in your head whatever place you're adding, add it to 45. So do about 10 to 12 reps to warm up, and then slowly start adding weight and decreasing the reps. You're going to work up to 3 working sets of 6 to 8 reps. So that means you do 6 to 8, put the bar back, take a little bit of a rest, do another 6 to 8, and so on until you've done that 3 times.
All right, guys, so now we have some box squats. So you're going to start off the same way that you did with the back squats, and you're going to do 2 warm-up sets and then 3 working sets of 10. So what you do is you're going to slowly lower yourself down to that bench right there, and then you're going to quickly tap up. When you do this, make sure you're not bouncing, but what you're doing is keeping tension in the quads, and you're using your muscles to pull yourself back up. When you do this, make sure that you're keeping your core tight, and you're not bouncing. You're keeping control throughout that whole entire movement.
All right, so up next we have dumbbell RDLs. These are great for your hamstrings. They are right behind your leg, under your glute. You're pushing your butt back as if there were a wall behind you you're trying to touch. You keep a slight bend in your knees, and you go to about mid-shin length, or as much as you can to get that stretch in the back. And then you're squeezing up with your hamstrings and your glutes to come back to straight position. Okay, so next up we have the seated leg extension. These are eccentric, which means you're taking 4 seconds to come all the way down. Flex at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's back at the bottom. So you're gonna use a moderate weight for this. It is only 2 sets of 10 to 12, which basically means you're working till failure and you're making the weight feel heavier because of how slow you're going. So always keep that tension and make sure you're counting 4 seconds on the way down.
All right, so now we have some lying leg curls. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay down on that bench, and you're gonna do 2 sets of 10 and 15. So this is gonna be a drop set. So you're gonna start with 10 reps at a pretty high weight. You should be feeling it in your hamstrings. And once you do those 10 reps, you're gonna drop the weight down to a little bit more than half, and you're gonna do 15. Once you do that, that is 1 set. So then you're gonna start over again with the second set. What I need you to make sure you're doing is you're keeping your hips down on that bench, and you should feel that engagement throughout the back of your leg and into your glutes. All right, so now we have some seated calf extensions, and you're gonna be doing 3 sets of 12 to 15. So what you really wanna focus on doing is that when you lower like this, your heels are going all the way back and you're getting that full extension in your calf muscle to then fully push up to the top. What you don't wanna do is you don't wanna bounce. You want to make this a slow and controlled movement and go pretty heavy on the weight. You can go heavier than you think you can on these, but you really need to focus on slow and controlled movements when it comes to these.
So now we have some weighted crunches. The idea here is that you're adding weight because your abs are a muscle too. So if you expect them to grow, you should also train them with weight, not just your body weight. So what you want to remember here is that you breathe out on the way up when you're crunching. This kind of helps ensure that you don't have any air in that area and like you're really crunching as hard as you can. It's all about the mind muscle connection with your abs for pretty much any exercise. Also make sure that you're keeping your arms straight and you're not making it an arm workout. This is just for your abs.
All right, so now we have an optional ab exercise, and this is you can either do planks or side planks. So what I want you to do when you're focusing in on the planks is keeping everything in your body tight and engaged. That includes your abs and your glutes, your back, everything. I don't want to see you arching up or down. You want everything to be completely flat and straight. And when you do side planks, you have to be really careful that your shoulders are in line with each other and your hips are in line with each other. When you do these, you're going to feel it a lot in your obliques or the side of your abs. And you're going to have to do this on both sides, obviously, because it is working one oblique at a time. If you don't want to do either one of these variations, you can also do your favorite ab exercise of choosing, or what Kelsey's doing. You can just reach through and twist up, which will be harder, but your choice.